Top 10 Best Korean Horror Films. 10. Tell Me Something. Tell Me Something is a 1999 South Korean mystery crime thriller film directed by Chang Yoon-hyun. Lieutenant Cho, a cop mourning the recent death of his mother, is under investigation for graft as well as put in charge of a seemingly impenetrable mystery. 9. Bedeviled. Bedeviled is a 2010 South Korean horror thriller film directed by Jang Cheol. Selfish clerk Haewon agrees to visit an old friend, Boknam, on a remote island, where she discovers that Boknam serves as a slave to the other residents. 8. The Host. Careless American military personnel dump chemicals into South Korea's Han River. Several years later, a creature emerges from the tainted waters and sinks its ravenous jaws into local residents. When the creature abducts their daughter, Go Sung, a vendor, Song Kong-ho, and his family decide that they are the only ones who can save her. 7. Gonjiam, Haunted Asylum. Gonjiam, Haunted Asylum is a 2018 South Korean found-footage horror film directed by Young Bum-shik, a horror web series crew that travels to an abandoned asylum for a live broadcast in order to garner views and publicity. 6. The Quiet Family. Mrs. Kang, her husband, Taegu, and their 3 adolescent children decide to escape the hustle and bustle of Seoul, South Korea, and open up their own lodge in the countryside. Their plans for peace and quiet, however, quickly go awry as their first guest commits suicide. Worried about the bad publicity the death might bring, they bury the body and pretend nothing happened. But oddly, each successive guest commits suicide, and the Kangs continue to hide the corpses. 5. A Tale of Two Sisters. A Tale of Two Sisters is a 2003 South Korean psychological horror mystery film directed by Kim Ji-woon. After spending time in a mental hospital, a girl is reunited with her sister and returns home to some strange events. 4. #Alive. While a grisly virus ravages a Korean city, Jun-woo tries to stay safe by locking himself inside his apartment. Just as he loses hope, he discovers another survivor. 3. The Wailing. The Wailing is a 2016 South Korean supernatural horror film directed by Na Hong-jin. Suspicion leads to hysteria when rural villagers link a series of brutal murders to the arrival of a mysterious stranger. 2. I Saw the Devil. On a dark road, taxi driver Kyung-chol comes across a scared female motorist stranded in a broken-down vehicle. He pulls over, but not to help her. When the woman's head is discovered in a local river, her devastated fiancé, Kim, a trained secret agent, becomes obsessed with hunting down her killer. Once he finds Kyung-chol, things get twisted. After brutally beating the murderer, Kim lets him go free, and a demented game of cat and mouse begins. 1. Train to Busan. Train to Busan is a 2016 South Korean zombie apocalypse action thriller film directed by Yoon Sang-ho. A man, his estranged daughter and other passengers become trapped on a speeding train during a zombie outbreak in South Korea.